Oki, Zanitapi. Hello, everyone. We hope you are well and staying safe. The South Country Fair Association gratefully and humbly recognizes that our festival is located on the traditional land and territory of the Niitsitapi, Kainai, Pagani, and Siksika, the Blackfoot-speaking people within Treaty 7 region of southern Alberta. We would also like to recognize and thank Alberta Foundation for the Arts, Canadian Heritage, Stronghold Brewing Company, CKOA, special thanks to Tom Coxworth, Festival Hall and the Calgary Folk Music Festival, and the Empress Theatre in Fort Macleod. For more information on Dogstar events, find us on social media or visit www.southcountryfair.com. Enjoy.
Well, with some luck, it isn't too echoey or anything. Maybe my lips aren't synchronized yet. We still haven't figured out the latency completely. But hey, look what I can do. Camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1. I got that much working. It's been quite a day because, well, sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and acquiesce to the creative process. And that's what happened. CR, Avery's been working really hard to get this here. The ink is still wet on this live to tape file that he sent about half an hour ago. I'm not exaggerating. But it's all working. We'll see anyway. Hey, CR. It's going to be good. Anyhow, for the folks at home, if you don't know CR Avery, I don't know where you've been. CR Avery is a Vancouver-based poet, musician, composer, visual artist, and filmmaker, and as of late also a budding gourmet chef, evidently, is what I understand. He's been touring, performing live for 25 years and has a highly diverse musical breadth, working within and between genres rooted in blues, jazz, classical, hip-hop, rock, folk, and spoken word, of course. Over the span of his career, Avery has recorded 15 studio albums, was a founding member of the internationally renowned spoken group Tons of Fun University with Shane Koizen and Mike McGee. Recorded with the Prague Symphony Orchestra. Now there's an eye-opener. I did not know that. And has toured as a support act for the likes of Tom Waits, Billy Bragg, Buck 65, the Be Good Tanyas, and Poe Girl. This year, he completed his debut feature film, Victory on East Hastings, and it's something you have to see. I'm not sure when it's going to hit the street, but we did get a preview in the summer, and it's interesting and good and evocative and thought-provoking and all of those things. It was written and filmed in East Vancouver and features the artist's significant body of music and visual art created over the past 20 years. And this piece, this video was recently put together, and it was not during the lockdown, so there are people in the video and in relatively close quarters at times, I understand. I haven't seen any of it at all. And, if you got kids, maybe stick them in another room, because some of this is going to be risque, on the edge. And if you got sensitive ears, maybe you should go with them. Okay, on that note, I'm going to try to make the switch. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Lord. Lock 1, lock 2, lock 3, lock Lomond. Didn't I push a button or something?
The following program contains nudity, violent, suggestive scenes involving two fingers in the shape of a V, with a big old tongue flapping in a licking motion straight down the middle of it, and reenactments of tricky subject matter not usually touched upon in these easily offendable times. And of course, we have to mention by law that the following concert contains a very coarse, raw, lewd, insinuating palette of swallowed up and spit out lyrical content in a rhythmic, rhyming, colorful language of awesomeness. Viewer discretion is advised. But we also highly recommend you keep watching, because it's a sweet honey sauce drizzled over a sizzling hunk of boom.
Ooh. Greetings. Welcome. Bonjour. Now, I know everyone right now, without being able to gather, is going through some things. So I prepared some motivational quotes to fire everybody up. The first one is from Brooklyn-born rapper Jay-Z. I know we are facing a recession, but the music y'all making are gonna make it the Great Depression. Somewhat paraphrased, but I still don't know what it means. My nephew gave me that. Now this next one, I have memorized. As my Twitter followers will know, I'm a big fan of Mark Twain. History does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. I don't know what that means either, but it's provocative. Gets the people going. Now, we lost a handsome man recently. Our 007, our Scottish rogue. So, we thought it'd be fun tonight, a little razzle-dazzle showbiz, to start things off in homage of our great Sean. His name is Avery, C.R. Avery, and tonight's performance is shaken, not stirred. What comes first, the melody notes or the written word? Oh, you know, that's a musician sometime, maybe. It's a good question for a musician. So, for the next hour, please sit on something hard. Soft rock's not gonna carry you through this one. Buckle up. We go now live to the Victoria Event Center, where C.R. Avery and the two-term presidents are presently in full swing. We are told, even though it's an audience of 50 people, they're a little chatty. I want to shout stuff from the audience. Hey, that's a good idea. Me, not one for such business confrontation. I avoid confrontation. Me, just a good book and cozy fire. And you, and all of you, I'll be checking in a little bit. And just know, through all these hard times, my only problem is that both ankles are my good side. It's hard out here for a bit. We'll check in a bit. Ooh. Be careful, tattoo girl.
For a while, anyway, we're all in the same fucking boat. There's no private jet taking anybody anywhere. As Duke Ellington writes the words for Billie Holiday to moan like a saxophone in my solitude, you think I give a fuck about applause? You think I want the New York Times to say I'm a fucking poet? Fuck you! Bring it on! This is the time. I ain't no superstar, baby. But I can get behind anything! 1, 2, 3, 4! We shot a movie once in my hometown. My leftovers in the kitchen are scream and freeze me. Some say that this mellow gem I watch is a little cheesy. I just know that my lover knows how to please me. Last night she kissed and squeezed and teased me. Sometimes life can be so easy, but I didn't like Schitt's Creek. No rhyme and flow. Oh, it's just another Monday night, and I'm missing you. Watching my crying show. Watching my crying show. We haven't been this happy, babe, in a while. Just goes to show sometimes you ain't got a thing to smile. Your head in your hands, staring down at the bathroom tile. The sunrise is never seen by the senile. But last night we fell asleep in each other's arms, listening to Brenda Carlisle. After turning off Schitt's Creek. Or maybe it was rhyme and flow. Oh, it's just another Monday night, and I'm missing you. Watching my crying show. I was just watching this goddamn crying show. This world is full of bitch-face dopes. It's a pain in the fucking ass to look at them in clear kaleidoscopes. So I hang with badasses out on death-defying tight ropes. But tonight I'm debating whether to watch The Two Popes. I know it's got Anthony Hopkins, but I ain't really got high Didn't even like Schitt's Creek. No rhyme and flow. Oh, it's just another Monday night. Oh, baby, I'm missing you. I'm missing you. Watching my crying show. Watching this goddamn crying show. Ow! Action. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wish there was a true serum that didn't make drunks out of my friends. I wish Biggie and Tupac never had beef and we're freestyle tonight in a Mercedes Benz. And I wish revenge was a bottle by Hershey and candy coated to sound so damn sweet. I wish we knew some relief in the wake of a natural disaster and didn't get swallowed up obesity's deceit. Tonight no music fills my room. She said she'd ring but never did call. But if there were 38 candles on my birthday cake, you know I would blow out them all. I wish all the homophobic squares weren't so anal about anal sex. I went to Church of Scientologies where rich white people went to secretly study the speeches of Malcolm X. And I wish MD's new line of cars wasn't such a puke shade of green. I wish Romeo and Juliet would make love in a West Bank motel and finally conceive Israel's savior and queen. Tonight no music fills my room. She said she'd ring but never did call. But if there were 38 candles on my birthday cake, you know I would blow out them all. Hey! Na 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 I wish Spike Lee and Tarantino would make a movie out for me, small supporting role. I wish Janis Joplin wrote a book of poems and getting it down on paper eased her tortured soul. And I wish 13 wasn't so unlucky and didn't mean a prison sentence in America cause your skin's brown. I wish God finally found us instead of always the other way around. Tonight no music fills my room. She said she'd ring but never did call. But if there were 38 candles on my birthday cake, you know I would blow out them all. Na 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 na. Na Well, I'm at the grocery store and everyone heard Dr. Henry's announcement today. It was a big one. Alberta beef is the reason for COVID. I wrote Dr. Henry a letter so quick and I said, you just remember what happened to Katie Lang when she started saying stuff like that. But you know, Rachel, Notley, she shot right back and said, no, it's actually BC wine. But I just hope for the day that we're no longer Catholic in Montague, but we're able to embrace. And you can kiss me right here, Alberta. Now we go back to the event center, and the band is rocking some hip-hop, hippity-hop-hop, hippity-go-hippity-go-go-go. Oh, I gotta go to the tofu section. If you feel terrible, here's a little parable. If you don't feel so horrible, think you're hardcore and adorable. Come out of the rain and hear my tale. I first heard of doing cocaine with J.J. Cale. A sentiment in the Old and New Testament. It walks the line, a mixture of cheap red wine and bootleg gin. We find Mary Magdalene in a chair, red hot rod. Music bland from the iPod. She's got a shy facade, sudden wicked nod. She know her cooking, she look for the son of God. Ooh, she flirts with a frown, crying and blue. And on the outskirts of town, she's trying to find the cost of freedom buried in the ground.
Basic First Amendment privileges because they have committed themselves to that over there. Somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
Under this juvenile delinquent sky, I catch her in the ride. Gotta have something kind. She finds a savior in a honky-tonk parking lot with his disciples that he just fed with one pizza slice. He's in a white suit like Don Johnson in Miami Vice. She says, are you the king of kings? I gotta ask, or is that just a mask? Mark and John respond with looking up from shooting dice. Yeah, he's the king of kings, and girl, you clean up nice. She said, I didn't come all this way, boys, for some fucking dating advice. But Judas just laughs like Vincent Price. Put champagne in ice and says, don't you gotta be a virgin sacrifice to be able to punch out poltergeist? But Jesus stands and says that will be suffice. Save that sermon for those who perch with church mice. Don't be a fucking dunce. I told you once, now I'm telling you twice. Find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Buried in the ground. think you got, son? I'll go looking for a second opinion. Sure, says Jesus, talk to the Baptist Johnny Cash, or listen to these words they stole from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Sometimes why? O-U-N-G, come find me when you get accused of adultery. I wanna be free, says Mary Magdalene, but I don't know the prayer, even where to begin. Jesus said, for a starter, when you're coming through slaughter, that I wish I was still in heaven and God sent his daughter. But when I resurrect, say welcome back, Carter. And she left with Mark and John in the dark. They got it on. It was hot, but she thought, why do I steal so fucking alone? Even after I've sold everything that I own. There's gotta be a better way to have my night defined than spend it going out of my motherfucking mind. I gotta find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Buried in the ground. It's buried in the ground. Yeah. All right, Lou. Well, some say that was terrible. Many aspects of your parable I'd like to dispute. A lot of people think that it's strange that a Jew wrote strange fruit. But I still think you're cute, like a little Easter bunny. And at least my girl didn't sell out my man for pocket money. Even with the police pounding on that back door, Judas ended up being the lousy kisser and the seller corporate whore. So don't be sore and ask me to fucking explain the tale. I just heard this while doing cocaine with J.J. Cale. I'm just a guy watching the sun split the sky as birds fly by. Down below, regular Joe plugs the meter. I'm just a Leo living by the real theater. A good place to stay, but eventually I gotta go all the way or there'll be fucking hell to pay. So from East Broadway, I place the capo on the 4th fret and try to let freedom ring. Like when I was in a motel in Memphis in early spring and I stood on the balcony that they shot Dr. King.
We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop.
And I quietly listen.
I don't mind.
As Mahalia Jackson.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
It all started with a cowardly act in the Paul's nightclub on a June 12th night. I just thought the worst massacre since Wounded Knee. The Congress would do what's right. Stonewall was a street fight. And Sister Rosetta was one of the great. But 49 angels killed in cold blood could not change the Second Amendment of the United States. Hey! The Statue of Liberty is tired of standing for something that just doesn't exist. And her twin sisters are buried and forgotten, like a black man in a hoodie. Police said try to resist. Stonewall was a street fight. Sister Rosetta was one of the great. But 49 angels were killed in cold blood, and I could not change the Second Amendment of the United States. Hey. My mind can conceive it, and my heart can believe it, and I can achieve it. But then again, you didn't want to meet the fists of Ali. Like drag queens punching out cops, I thought this too would be a turning point. And Stonewall was a street fight. Sister Rosette was one of the great. But 49 angels killed in cold blood. They could not change the Second Amendment of the United States. We gotta change. Yeah, Second Amendment of the yeah, yeah, Second Amendment of the yeah, yeah, the Second Amendment of the yeah, yeah, the Second Amendment of That was very moving and politically charged. But now's my difficult job as host to do our corporate sponsorship. Art and commerce. Art and commerce. Art and commerce. First up, Jameson's whiskey and Irish whiskey. Now, a lot of musicians are really having an inner battle. Am I drinking more on the road or at home? More at home or on the road? Yeah, thank you, sir. Next up. Oh, American fans, does this look like a Martian to you? Is it like, whoa, you just landed in my brain. What is that? These are Cuban cigars. And if you ever get to go to Cuba, you may hear a phrase like this.
El cerdo lavó su camiseta el martes pasado.
Music. Guatanamaras. Purito cigars. Because bitch sticks are for bitches. Final, our local sponsor, Bump and Grind. It's a coffee shop on Venables and Commercial. Because I love coffee, and I love to bump and grind. Enjoy the rest of the show. Lovely songs awaiting you. And just have this image in your mind as you listen to the music. God damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Jilly! When I was a kid, my sister's friends would say, "You look like Springsteen." Now I'm older, they say I kind of look like Tom Waits. I always thought that I looked like Denzel Washington, playing Woody Guthrie in a movie, shot in Vancouver, but made to look like a crime scene in the United States. 'Cause Mozart is music and Muhammad Ali is poetry. I'm one of a kind, darling. You'll just have to wait and see. Now, lately I've been fantasizing about beating up indie rock boy bands. Well, fantasizing that the dark clouds of COVID will shift. Jazz musicians and club DJs hate my fucking guts. But ladies love me, so God made a choice I can live with. 'Cause Picasso is painting And Nina Simone is this song. I'm one of a kind, darling. You'll find out if you stick around. Originality with no strings attached is an ignorant notion fools believe. Like thinking when you fall in love, never again will your heart fall apart or grieve. But you can quote me on all that when I'm dead and gone. Or my friends, as I live and breathe. Sometimes I hear a sister or a brother singing the South Chicago blues, and it reminds me of another freight train I know. It's hard to say if Richard Pryor made it to heaven in that red suit, but if he did, the angels are in for one hell of a show. 'Cause truth is Lenny Bruce, and honesty is Ginsberg's howl. I'm one of a kind, darling, with no plans of throwing in the towel. 'Cause Missy Elliott is hip-hop, Sinatra is showbiz.
Seriously? You thought you looked like Denzel Washington playing Woody Guthrie in a movie?
I haven't even told you who my leading lady is. Then she kissed me so soft and hard, she said,
Surely you're one crazy fella.
Then East Van turned into a watercolor painting, and we walked home neath her
Oh, hello. Sorry you caught me. I was thinking about my dream last night about George Clooney. This is the sad part of the show where we all have to say goodbye. Before we go, I prepared some closing words. Who could that be? Oh, hey, Bobby. No, Dylan. You just have too much time on your hand. Don't be self-conscious about your voice.
No, the Sinatra album was great. It was great.
Calls every day.
No, Why Try to Change Me Now was beautiful. Yes, Fiona Apple could beat you out for the Grammy. Yeah? No, I Contain Multitudes was a great first track. I felt it, because I also paint landscapes and nudes. Yeah. Yes, it was a very clever rhyme. Brando and Commando, yes.
Ever since this lockdown business, I just live on this thing. Last night it was Neil. Oh my God, Young was just having an existential crisis. Why aren't my movies as good as my music? I talked him off that ledge.
Then Tuesday,
Bruce, oh, I made this new album Letter for You, and I did an Apple movie with it, and I thought maybe just filming the band and taking shots of tequila would be good enough for a movie. I said, get yourself together, man. Be a man. No, you won't win a Tony for this off-Broadway production, but come on.
yeah. Bobby just wanted to say if it wasn't him, those two bitches wouldn't even be playing harmonica on the harness. Yeah, okay, pull out your lyrics, we will go through them. But don't get passive aggressive when I say you have to dig a little harder at your rhymes. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
This is gonna take a minute, so let's think about it.
No, yeah, we're still doing your beatbox harmonica Zoom lesson on Thursday, yeah. Okay. Orange door hinge. Yeah. Do you wanna rob Leonard Cohen's grave? Come on. Deeper, Bob, deeper. Come on. This is called the concerto of We're Gonna Live On Through This Craziness. Sometimes life is a Shakespearean production or a private film screening. The speeches were too serious at the business function, so I didn't go looking for any kind of deeper meaning. It's hard to rise up, so easy to fall. But it looks like there's gonna be blue skies after all. Yeah, it looks like blue skies after all. Even though your back is against the wall, and you got too many regrets to recall. But it looks like there's gonna be blue skies. After all, check it. Heartache and jealousy is on every bedroom channel, and in the big wheel, we're all entwined spokes. A little down in the dumps, I listened to the discussion panel of what great art sometimes evokes. I got the will to keep going, as long as this heart don't stall. And it looks like there's gonna be blue skies after all. Yeah, it looks like blue skies after all. And even dignity is on its knees, being forced to crawl. And just when you were trying so hard not to feel small, put a looks like there's gonna be blue skies after all. After all. Hey, what if I was in the audience tonight and you were up here singing this song? What if you could make right everything that somehow turned out oh so wrong? In the end, the rich don't make a better salary, 'cause we all pay for our poor choices. But tonight, the Art of Conversation compiled us in this little art gallery where we can all hang our triumphant voices. I walked into Boozoo's Angels and I saw a photo of T-Paul. And you're goddamn right, there's gonna be blue skies after all. Hey! Yeah, it looks like blue skies after all. And it's not like I'm gonna start talking with a southern drawl. I just said I'd try on this cowboy hat that I saw hanging on the wall, baby. It looks like there's gonna be blue skies after all. After all. After all, baby. Hey! AVERY. Thanks for coming out tonight. And now this is our last one. Thank you, Tom. When I die,
I'm gonna come back as a bird and just fly around all day. And then I'll rest on a branch or a firewire with another ex-poet who you may know, their work or not. It doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Tweet, tweet. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Gonna stand my ground, won't be turned around, and I'll keep this world from bringing me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there just ain't no easy way out. Hey, I'm gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. I know what's right. We got just one life in a world that's keen on pushing me around. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there just ain't no easy way out. Hey, I'm gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. You get into heaven with no questions asked if you cheered really loud for the gal or a guy with the guitar badly out of tune, but with zero fucks given. Up there wailing away with a joyous, ragtag, reckless abandon. Up there on the open mic's little stage as others talked over their moment in song.
Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. The more near your destination, the more
said, you can act like a man. You can act like a man.
Well, that was worth the wait, wasn't it? 10 from the Russian judge. Thanks, CR. It was worth it, eh, Jill? Stick around tomorrow afternoon when Robin Lilly presents her winter health, skin, and stuff. I've lost my sheet of paper here. 2:30. It'll be good. You like Robin? You've been to the fair? It's going to be fine. Thanks, everybody. We'll see ya.